Microphone, chicka chicka, check 1 2 1 2. This is your host, not son, baby, and this is another episode of Swingers After Dark. I just want to say first and foremost, I hate condom sex. Yes, I hate condom sex because raw sex is like heaven on earth. Like, you don't have to die and see heaven. You don't have to die and see the pearly gates and see Jesus and Joseph and Mary and all them motherfuckers. You don't have to see any of them. Because when you're in the bedroom and you putting it down, she's going to scream all types of Jesus, gods, and all types of religious figures to the point where you think you're in heaven and you're not dead. You're alive. Actually, an orgasm does mean it means the little death, la petite mort, the little death in French. Yes, I'm bilingual in this bitch. Yes, it means the little death in French. So that's why when you're about to bust that nut, you have like an outer body experience because, it's like you're dying. You're releasing a part of you out of your body. You're releasing intelligence and you're swapping energies. And yes, I do believe that you're swapping energies with everybody you lay with. You understand me? And that's why as I've gotten older, I've been careful about who I lay the pipe to. Because a lot of chicks are so bugged out to the point where I wake up finding myself acting crazy because we swapping energies and I'm swapping energies to a chick who I have no business fucking. But that's a whole nother discussion. So I just want to say, while raw sex is like heaven on earth, an STD or an STI that's incurable is hell. It's physical hell. So there's both sides to the coin. Just like, in life, there's duality. There's negative and positive. So on the flip side of raw sex feeling like heaven, if you raw dog the wrong chick or the wrong person, you feel me? You're going to go through a physical hell. And that's why you got to strap up. As much as I want to feel, every crease and crevice and of a JJ, it's important to strap up because, diamonds are a woman's best friend, but, strapping on that Jimmy hat is a man's best friend, especially you don't want to, bend over and get a shot at the doctor's office or get a whole big bottle of penicillin for the rest of your fucking life and getting something that you can't get rid of, that's not, I'm sure you don't want to go through that shit. I don't want to go through that. You understand me? So that's why I take my ass to Amazon and get a 36 pack of skins. Because, a lot of these chicks act like they're allergic to latex. So you got to switch the game up and get skins, non-latex condoms. You feel me? Man, speaking of which, I always wonder, since when women acted like they were allergic to latex? Like a lot of these bras, they've been fucking the Magnums and Lifestyles condoms for years. And chicks nowadays, they start early. Like they start fucking when they are 10 or 11. Let me back up. I'm not condoning, underage sex. I am not condoning underage sex. I'm just saying it is what it is. A lot of these chicks, they're fast. They start early. Like nowadays, like everything is sexualized. They start early. Like I remember growing up, chicks were fast. Like I remember I was 8 years old and this chick was 10 and she told me verbatim, I want to make you scream. I was petrified because as much as I thought that I was ready to like kiss and, as much as I liked women, girls, as much as I liked girls when I was like 8. Wait, that was like 90, 91. Well, anyway, as much as I knew that I liked girls, and growing up in my formidable years, whether I was in my preteens or adolescent years or, in my single digits, when I realized I had a penis, I thought I was ready. But when she told me that, when she was like, I want to make you scream, whoa, Nelly, I was not ready. I was like, I don't think I'm ready for this, going to first base yet. Let's like play Let's like play games first. Let's play catch a girl to kiss a girl. You know like all them games that you used to play when you was little. I don't know about you, but me, we used to play doctor, we used to play house, catch a girl, kiss a girl, and all that good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was innocent. Like we used to dry hump girls. It was innocent. Like we don't know any better. We just like we probably like walked into our older brothers and sisters or our parents fucking, and we thought that we could do the same thing, but we were low key scared. That's why we would hump. We would dry hump. So, a lot of people say that nowadays, like kids are fast, like the Generation Zers, they're fast. Shit. A lot of girls growing up in my generation, I'm a Generation Xer. And a lot of chicks growing up in my era, they were just as fast. They were Speedy Gonzalez fast on some andale, mama, iya, like they was fast. But it is what it is. Anyway, back to the lecture at hand. So, a lot of people in the swing lifestyle. Well, I don't want to say a lot of people. I don't want to misrepresent the truth. But a good number of people in the lifestyle, they date to have raw sex. Like, because you figure, if I'm with this person, then I don't feel guilty for fucking her raw. And just like ODB, we like it raw. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. Ow. So, it's like raw sex is the greatest thing on earth. And a lot of you women, I see a lot of chicks. They ask me questions, or men in general. They be like, how do raw sex feels like how does it feels like from a male perspective? What does it feels like? And I'm like, raw sex, like pussy, when you fucking a raw, it feels like silly putty, like warm, wet, silly putty that's slippery. So for all you chicks who are interested in knowing how raw sex feels from a male perspective, stick your finger, like go to the like your local store or go to Amazon or a random website, order some silly putty, make sure you warm it up a bit, and make sure it's like put like some what you call it, some lubricant, like put the lubricant in a silly putty, like silicone lubricant, like make sure it's silicone based or water based, so it could be slippery, and stick your finger in the silly putty that's warm and slippery, and that's how pussy feels from a male perspective. And then you'll wonder why a lot of people don't want to fuck raw. I mean, excuse me, let me back up. We do want to fuck raw. We just don't want the consequences they may come with it, because getting something that you can get rid of, whether it's an STD or a child that's going to be with you for the rest of your life. Those two things that people necessarily don't want. Well, people want kids, but not with a motherfucker they really don't want. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't desire, they don't want to be with. You feel me? So, and life does pros and cons to everything. But fuck all that. But like I said, a lot of people, let me back up. I'm misrepresenting the truth again. A good number of people, they date to fuck raw, so they wouldn't feel guilty. And how to know if somebody want to date to fuck raw when they really don't want to be with you? They just want like convenient sex. They just want raw sex without feeling guilty, without feeling shamed that they raw dogging everybody moving. The way to find out now. I'm speaking from a swinger's perspective, from a lifestyle perspective. Well, it could pertain to real life too, but specifically from a lifestyle perspective. Like you could tell, like if a dude, I'm speaking to the ladies. Dudes, you could take heed to, because, a good number of dudes nowadays, they go both ways, and they like cucumbers too. So I'm speaking to everybody. Yeah, fuck it, I'm speaking to everybody. Fuck that. But anywho, so, to know if somebody just want raw sex and, they just dating you because of the perks of having raw sex without feeling guilty is they don't want to do shit. They don't want to do anything besides going to parties and events. When you suggest something, when you ask them, baby, let's go on vacation. Let's go on a vacation. Let's go to a museum. Let's hit the town. Let's go to a club. Let's go to a baby shower. Let's do this. Let's do that. And they decline. But the minute you say, or not even the minute, the second you say, let's go to a swing party. And they're like, they ready, Freddy. There's no questions. There's no doubt in their mind that they don't want to go to a swing club. So if you bring up anything to do as far as having activities outside of the swing lifestyle and outside of going to swing clubs and hotel takeovers and house parties and shit like that, and, they're for that, then they just want to fuck you raw, or they just want you as a trophy. If you suggest anything outside of that and they don't want to do anything, as far as having quality time outside of the swing environment, then they're not serious. They don't want to build. And, I tell chicks all the time, and a lot of chicks, they're either in denial or they don't want to listen. A lot of dudes, especially if you're a single chick, a lot of dudes, they don't take you seriously. A lot of dudes in the swing lifestyle, they don't take you seriously. The swinger lifestyle is a sexual playground for them, whether they're in a couple and him and his chick or his wife, whether they're unicorn hunters as a couple, and the unicorn hunter is a couple who just have threesomes with single chicks, single chicks who are considered unicorns. And whether it's like unicorn hunters or just dudes, dudes, you have a good number of dudes. They'll go to swing parties, swing events, and they'll fuck everything moving. But they would not wife up the chicks in the community. What they would do, they would meet a vanilla girl. And when I say vanilla, I'm not talking about a white chick. I am talking about a person who is not in the swing lifestyle. We call people or civilians who are not in the swing lifestyle, we call them vanilla. It's like a tongue-in-cheek thing, no pun intended. It's like a sarcasm, like a tongue-in-cheek thing that you're vanilla. You don't know shit. Like, meaning you're green to everything. Like your sexual appetite, or you're not sexually advanced as everybody in the swing lifestyle. So we call them vanilla. So when we say vanilla, we mean civilians. But anywho, a lot of dudes, they will wife up a vanilla chick quick. You feel me? And they will leave the lifestyle. They will stop going to parties. But as soon as, him and his main squeeze break up, they come back. And it's like back to the regularly scheduled program. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit, chicks do it too. You bras, y'all not exempt. People do that. They see the swinger lifestyle as their sexual playground. And I blame a lot of hosts, a lot of group owners and promoters and, party hosts, because the swing lifestyle over the years has lost its exclusivity. Did I say that right? Exclusivity. Yeah, exclusivity. Yeah. I'm fucking up. Exclusivity. Yes. The swing lifestyle has lost its exclusivity over the years, to the point where anybody could come to parties. Like, you could be a bum off the street, but if you wash your ass and you got, the amount of money to enter the party, then you're in there like swimwear. And that's why you have a lot of people who are perpetrating the fraud. They're in the lifestyle, but they're not of the lifestyle. It's like you could be in the church, but you're not of the church, meaning you're not fellowshipping with your fellow, lifestylers. You're not, trading ideas. You're not building to make sure or to ensure that the lifestyle become a safe haven for people who want to express their sexual. It's like a sexual expression, and people have certain sexual proclivities that may not match, but it's about finding your tribe so you won't feel judged. You understand me? So that's why you fellowship with people, to see who's on the same wavelength as you. Because not for nothing, just because we're in the swing lifestyle, that doesn't mean we're doing the same shit. Because everybody have different kinks. Everybody has a different level of freak. Everybody has their own agenda, their own philosophy, their own way of doing things. So that's why when people complain about cliques and shit like that, I'm like, I welcome cliques because I want to know who is who. You understand me? And it's bad enough that you have a lot of promoters. They invite any and everybody to their parties. You know, they don't discriminate. They invite any and everybody to their parties to the point where I'm not surprised judgment is involved because you're mixing and mismatching rather people who have no business coexisting. And then you wonder why a lot of people judge because they're not meant to be in close quarters anyway, because they may not understand each other's kink. You feel me? It's like just because I go to work, that doesn't mean I'm going to hang out with my coworkers just because we're doing the same thing or something similar, or just because you're across the road from me. So it's the same thing like the swing lifestyle. Just because we're doing similar things or we're in the community, that doesn't mean that I got to fuck with you. I got to hang out with you, or we got to share the same philosophies. As long as we have the same foundation, cool, of having etiquette, you know, abiding by the code of the swing lifestyle, like no means no, you know, ask before you touch, shit like that. Common sense, pretty much. As long as we got the foundation on point, that's cool. But for the most part, a lot of people, they have their own agenda. But anyway, that's a whole nother discussion. So back to the lecture at hand. So yeah, you know, people date for raw sex. And that's like, and a lot of chicks, they really don't know that. They think that they in love, but they really in lust. But this dude, he want a girlfriend, every chick that he lays eyes on, that he fucks, because he wants the privilege to fuck without condoms, without feeling bad about it. Because, hey, that's his girl. They're not being reckless. It's not like he's sticking his dick in randoms without the rubber, without the parachute, without the raincoat. So he doesn't feel half as bad, even though his intentions is not to have a future with this broad, because he don't respect her anyway. He just see her as a play toy. So he's in a conundrum. Yeah, shout out to my ACT word. He's in a conundrum. You know, it's like, okay, I don't want to be with this broad, but I want to have raw sex with her. So it's like I'm weighing my options. She's in love with me. She's in lust with me. She cares about me. She's catering to me. But I don't want to be with this chick. But yeah, I want to fuck her raw. But she doesn't know that. But she doesn't need to know, because what she doesn't know wouldn't hurt, until I come to the conclusion that I am tired of not being honest with myself and I want to leave the relationship. So that's what happens. A lot of dudes, they just tired of fronting. You know, they just tired of capping. Like, you know, like the youngsters say nowadays, capping. I don't say no cap. You know, no cap means no lie. I don't say no cap or you capping. I say you fronting. You feel me? I'm from the fucking 90s. I say, yo, stop fronting or stop lying. Be honest. So, you know, you have a lot of dudes who are fronting until they get tired of fronting. And in the immortal words of MC Breed, there's no future and you're fronting. Meaning, you know, you can only pretend for so long until it catches up to you, because if you're lying to yourself, it's just going to drain your energy. It's not going to sit right with your soul. And you may legit like this broad. You may legit like her. You may not love her per se. You may love her, but you're not in love her. And you may have affinity for this chick, and it's going to hurt you to break up with her. Even if you just want raw sex, you still have a connection with this woman. It's not like she's some random chick. You still have a connection with this woman. You spent time with this woman. You swap energies and you have soul ties with this woman, even though if it's temporary, and you feel bad because it's like, damn, I invested all this time and energy into her only to tell her I don't see a future with her. And now she feels deceived and hurt because she gave up the cookies thinking that y'all had something real. And a lot of people, they don't want to face reality because they don't want to think that what they thought was real turned out to be fake. So that's why denial kicks in. And when, you know, they say there's like 5 stages of dealing with death. You know, one of those stages, like, first you're in denial and then you become hurt. You may become vindictive. And then, you may become disappointed, sad. And then after a while, it's like, fuck it. It is what it is. It's life. People come and go in your life. But it's like, damn, I thought we had something real when this motherfucker, he just wanted raw sex. Like, that's what, a woman may be thinking. So, that's why I always say, be upfront, keep it 100. Because not for nothing, a lot of chicks nowadays, you don't have to be in a relationship to fuck raw. Don't ask me how I know. Just know that I know. Yeah, the dig. But yeah, you don't have to. I just think that it's the guilt factor. They don't want to feel like they just fucking randoms. So the best thing they can do is to just go in a relationship with a chick, and okay, I'm fucking a chick raw, even though I don't want to, bring her around my family, or I don't want to do things outside of swing parties or swing events. I still want to fuck her raw. It's like buying the cow without having to buy the milk. I have everything to my disposal. Disposal rather. I have everything. No. It's not that. I have everything in my convenience. Yes, until she becomes disposable. Yes, that's what I mean. I'm like brain tied today. But yeah, I have everything to my convenience until I'm tired of it, until I want something real. And 9.99999 out of 10 times, that realness come in the form of a vanilla chick. Because a lot of dudes, just because they're in the lifestyle, that doesn't mean they're of the lifestyle, and that doesn't mean they have intentions of building something for the future in regards to wifing up a chick in a lifestyle. And that's why I tell a lot of single women, if you want to experience the lifestyle, you may have to meet a dude, you may have to outsource and meet a dude outside of the lifestyle. Granted that he accepts you as a swinger and he wants to come experience the lifestyle himself, but that's a whole nother conundrum. That's a whole nother scenario of fuckery. But yeah, men, women, whatever the case may be, binary or whatever, you identify with, beware of people who want to fuck raw. Because in the immortal words of ODB, ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. And on that note, this has been another episode of Swingers After Dark. And this is your host, Not Son, baby. Check out my website at www.notsonblaze.com. That's www.nahsunblaze.com. And check out my ebook, Fuck. Yes, you heard right. Fuck, F-U-C-K. It's on Nook, Kindle, iBooks, Google Play. Go get it. It'll make you say, na 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 na, ow. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. And hit me an email at or hit me an email at swingpodcast@gmail.com. That's swingpodcast@gmail.com. Hit me up with any questions or concerns that you may have. Rate, share, subscribe, and comment on this podcast. Dig. And on that note, I'm out. Peace. Ooh, baby, I like it raw.